Welcome to my channel, where we embark on a journey towards a better, more stoic life. In this inaugural video, I'll be sharing my personal exploration of Stoicism and how it's transformed my perspective. Join me as we delve into the wisdom of ancient philosophy and apply it to our modern lives. Let's walk the path of Stoicism together. Let's begin. Questions about the best way to lead a good life have been a part of human thought for as long as settled societies have existed. In earlier times, such considerations were less pressing, but as civilizations evolved into empires, people found themselves with the luxury and necessity to contemplate how to live well. The Romans were no exception to this trend. They assimilated a significant amount of Greek and Hellenistic culture, and although they were not as deeply immersed in philosophy as the Greeks during their peak in Athens, one philosophical school thrived in Rome: Stoicism. Its influence was so profound that it even reached the highest echelons of power, impacting a Roman emperor. Much of what we know about Stoicism today is derived from the writings of this emperor. At the heart of Roman Stoicism was an ethical framework grounded in the four cardinal virtues, which had roots in Greek philosophy and the teachings of Socrates. The followers of Zeno of Citium, who met in a covered public walkway called the Stoa in 3rd century BC Athens, earned the moniker Stoics. Stoicism emerged around the same time as its notable rival, Epicureanism, in Hellenistic Greece. In fact, some of the unfounded accusations of immorality leveled at Epicurus and his followers can be traced back to the Stoics. These disputes and misunderstandings persist to some extent in the modern Stoic Epicurean discourse, albeit in a less slanderous form. While Zeno of Citium laid the foundational doctrines of Stoicism, its later leader, Chrysippus, provided a more solid philosophical framework. Chrysippus was so instrumental in the development of Stoic thought that it was said Stoicism would not have existed without him. He was a prolific writer, addressing a wide range of subjects, from logic, where he gained particular renown, to physics and ethics. Unfortunately, most of his works have been lost, surviving only in fragments quoted by later writers. As Roman influence expanded over the next couple of centuries, Stoicism gradually migrated to Rome. One prominent Stoic philosopher, Posidonius, formed a friendship with the Roman statesman and philosopher Cicero. While Cicero cannot be classified as a Stoic, he did engage with, discuss, and promote many Stoic ideas. Seneca the Younger, Marcus Aurelius, and Epictetus, three notable Romans, played a pivotal role in popularizing Stoicism, especially its ethical principles, to a wider audience. Ethics and the four virtues of Stoicism. When Stoicism first emerged, it was a comprehensive philosophical system, much like Epicureanism. It encompassed various theoretical aspects, including metaphysics, cosmology, and logic. However, as Stoicism gained popularity in Rome during the transition from the Republic to the Empire, its practical ethics became the focal point and of paramount importance. While Stoic ethics had a foundation in metaphysical reasoning, we don't need to delve into that aspect for our current discussion. It can be comprehended independently. Following in the footsteps of Socrates and Aristotle, the Stoics were concerned with eudaimonia, which translates to a life filled with meaning, well-being, and flourishing. They considered themselves as adherents of Socratic ideals. When it came to virtue, they struck a balance between Aristotle's somewhat exclusive concept of virtue and the minimalist approach of the Cynics. This compromise led them to adopt the four cardinal virtues from Socrates, which were wisdom, courage, temperance, and justice. They asserted that these virtues were the sole true goods, and consequently sufficient for achieving eudaimonia. Nevertheless, they also acknowledged that other external factors, like material comfort, could be reasonably pursued as long as they were not coveted. Later Stoic philosophers like Seneca, Epictetus, and Marcus Aurelius focused on applying the 4 Stoic virtues in practical ethics, essentially studying how to lead a fulfilling life. Stoic ethics is rooted in a naturalistic view of human nature, in line with modern evolutionary psychology and cognitive science. The Stoics believed that humans, as social beings, use reason to solve problems, with this ability developing naturally from childhood and forming the basis of ethics summarized in 3 principles: pursuing self-interest, recognizing others' interests, finding solutions to life's challenges resulting from the interplay of these principles. To achieve this, the 4 cardinal virtues are essential: temperance and courage for self-interest, justice for others' interests, and wisdom to address conflicts. These virtues are distinct yet interconnected, making it difficult to possess one without the others. Next time, we will take a closer look at each of these individual virtues. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey towards a better, more stoic life. Your time and attention mean the world to me. If you found this video valuable, please consider subscribing to my channel, as I'll be sharing more insights, experiences, and wisdom from the world of Stoicism. Remember, the path to a more fulfilling life begins with the simple act of listening and learning. Stay tuned, and together we'll continue to embrace the Stoic way of living. Thanks again, and I'll see you in the next video.